Hi Yogi, welcome to Yoga with Alina, and today we have another tutorial and we're going to talk about twists. Very often I get students that have some issues with the back, and I've talked about it so many times that I do have issues myself, so I know a lot about it. And the best thing that you can actually do for your back and for the health of your back, for the health of your spine, are the twists. Yes, not back bends. Back bends are very, very difficult and might be damaging. But twists are probably the best things that you can do. However, a lot of people are doing them wrong. You will be surprised. And doing them wrong or not doing them in correct, aligned way, however you want to call it, technically defeats the purpose of doing them. So hopefully with this tutorial, you will learn how to do twists with purpose and how to use them for the benefit of your back health. Let's get on the mat. So as always, I'm on the mat with Tay, who's going to help us look at all those twists and understand what it means to twist with purpose. Let's do a seated twist. And just a regular, the bottom knees bent, the regular seated twist. Just go as you would normally do it. Okay, step this foot over and then bend this leg. Yep, that's the twist that like a lot of people love, and let's do it. Just twist. Go for it. There you go, good. So he's pretty deep in the twist, and his twist looks pretty aligned as well, but we're gonna notice something right now. So your hip is lifting up just a little bit, right? And you're sitting a little bit on your heel. So what is happening when you're doing this? You're actually kind of, let's put it that way, unlocking your lower back. So you're not twisting through the thoracic spine, right? You're actually using your hips to twist a little bit deeper. And that's how your twist becomes much, easier to do actually. It looks way more impressive, but you're losing the purpose of the twist a little bit. So straighten this leg right now. Yeah, you can untwist. You can untwist. Then straighten the leg and set it up again. Yep. There you go. Keep the leg straight and twist. Good. So you see how your hip is now down, and it's much harder to do it now. So untwist again. And then bring this hand, keep the foot, keep the leg, step it over. Good. And then bring this hand super close to your glutes. Good, to straighten the spine a bit more. There you go. Keep this hip down, and you're going to twist. How does that feel? It's different because right now his hips are completely grounded on the mat and he's no longer using the hips to twist, right? So it's not this movement, it's the actual spine movement. And this is something that creates the difference for your back. This is why we're doing it. And this is why I'm so crazy in my practices when I say always straighten the bottom leg, because I don't have patience to explain this whole thing in class to keep the hips down. But this is what creates the difference. And then when you untwist, go to the other side. And you know how in practices people just twist to the other side just to kind of reset? Yeah. Look, so you're lifting the glute up. Why the hell are you doing this? Why the hell are you doing it? Keep it down and twist. Literally reset. That's what you're doing. It's the same twist, right? There's absolutely no purpose in going closer to the ground and lifting the glute up. Why people do this? By the way, if you know why, tell me, because there has to be a purpose behind it. I just don't know it. And no one was able to explain it to me so far. So if somebody knows, please tell me. DM me on Instagram, send me an email, comment below. I don't know, do this. But tell me, let me know. But as long as I know, as far as I'm concerned, we're keeping the hips down to actually twist through the spine. Good. Let's look at the twist on our back. So supine twist. And we're just going to do like a regular thing. Let's do this leg. Yep. Good, go for it. Perfect. So now he's actually doing it also pretty aligned, but here's what I want for you to pay the attention. Keep the shoulder, is it down on the floor? Oh my God, you're so deep in this twist. Wow. So what happens with a lot of people is that they start lifting the shoulder up. You can just lift even the arm up a little bit, just for the purposes of this video. So when you lift the arm up, again, you're starting to twist through your entire body, right? You're kind of rolling over. And yes, your knee is going to touch the floor. Great job. But the truth is, are you actually deeper in your twist or not, right? You always want to keep the point of reference on the floor. So again, keep the shoulder down. And for a lot of people, that will mean to lift this knee off the mat and keep it lifted a little bit. Hopefully, again, that makes sense. And when you're doing it, he's pretty deep in this twist. Wow, I'm so cool. I'm not that deep. I'm literally not that deep. I have to practice quite a lot to get this deep into the twist. Yes. But the bottom line is that you always want to have a point of reference. And I always say that it's better when it's your shoulders. So make sure that your shoulders are down on the floor the entire time when you're twisting, when you're on your back, because otherwise you're starting to twist through the shoulders, right? And again, it's no longer a twist actually. You think you're getting deeper, but the reality is that you're not getting any deeper in the twist. It's just your ego taking over and the purpose is lost. All right, let's go into lunge and one more twist that we're going to look at today, and that's going to be a lunge twist. So I actually want you to face that way, and I want you to twist towards the, where do I want you to twist? Let's put the right foot forward. Good, and lower the back knee down, and then twist. Actually, do the regular twist. Let's not do the prayer twist. Just keep the hand down on the floor. Nope. You're going so deep. Yes, we're just doing the regular twist. Okay, tell me, how is it easier for you to twist, when the knee is down or when the knee is lifted? When the knee is lifted. Do you understand why?
Because my hips are squared?
Yeah. Because right now your hips are literally locked, right? So that knee down, it prevents from one hip going lower than the other. And they're locked, and he's actually twisting through the spine. Lift the knee up. Good. Well, now you're making the point of not doing it. But what usually happens, drop this hip down. No, keep the knee and just drop the hip down a little bit. All right, reset. Just relax. You're thinking too much right now. So forget everything that I said before. Just close your eyes, lift the back knee off the ground, and just do the regular twist. Oh my God. He's just doing it very, very aligned. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I want. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's the one. Yes. Because you would think that it looks so much deeper, right? You're like twisting so much more here. But what just happened? His hips dropped, right? So his left hip is down, and he's no longer actually twisting through the spine. He's using the hips to make it look like it's deeper. Do you understand the idea what it was? Yes, exactly. Well, there you go. I actually used to do it quite a lot like that until I realized what was happening here and why this lifted back knee makes it so much easier for me. So now actually when I practice myself, I always keep the knee down because I just don't have the patience with myself to level out the hips, and I just keep the knee down to make it a little bit more aligned and keep the purpose of the twist. Good, let it go. Good job. Your twists are amazing. Oh my God. And I'm usually I'm pretty deep in the twist as well. Like for the prayer twist and everything, I'm pretty deep in them. But when I start thinking about it, a lot of times I do overcompensate with my hips or with the shoulders. So you always want to keep that point of reference of something, right? And when we're on the ground, it's a little bit easier. When it's something like a lunge, I had to think about it for a second. When it's something like a lunge, it's a little bit harder because we don't really have any point of reference on the floor anymore. But that's why the knee can help you to create a little bit better alignment for your twist. Coach your body how to get into your twist correctly, and then from there you can progress into going into prayer lunge twist or just a full lunge twist and all those really cool stuff, which are absolutely amazing for your back. And just kind of the last point that I want to touch on, I mentioned it in the very beginning that twists are probably the best thing that you can do for your back health. And I'm going to stay with that. And whenever you're doing a back bending practice, make sure that you close that practice always with twists to realign your spine. Because again, back bends are amazing, but there's a lot of danger if especially you're not doing it in a correct way. So make sure to check out the tutorial about the safe back bends. But whenever you're doing a back bend practice, regardless, make sure that you close it off with a nice, good twist. So hopefully that all made sense. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And my wish for you is to twist with purpose for the benefit of your back because it's truly, truly amazing and it transforms your body. I can guarantee you that much. Thank you so much for staying with me for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you back very, very soon. Namaste, Yogi.